So you all seen the news, and you know that Plex is getting rid of the ability for you to, share your Plex over the internet without paying for a Plex pass. At least you or one of the people. Let's go ahead and talk about Plex as the company and actually streaming as a whole. What's going on in the streaming world? Because I think it's really important for us to know the trend that how things are going. A lot of people don't really look at the numbers and don't really understand the business of it. You got to take care of your customers. You need to give your customers something in order to entice them in, such as what's considered a loss leader. This has been done in grocery store marketing for since the beginning of grocery stores, where you give something for free or at cost to get people through the door, and then you entice them with your other offerings. And because they're through the door already, you're going to make money off that customer. You got to get them through the door before you can make any money off that customer. So if you don't get customers through the door, not going to make any money off them. Let's talk about the streaming world, right? So I did a little bit of looking here, and Plex reports in early 2024, it indicates the company is nearing profitability. Nearing profitability. Okay. And had raised 40 million to support its growth. Raised 40 million. Now, how do you raise money if you're a company like that? You raise the money with active users. Active users on an app raises money, because when the people who want to, because I work in this field, when people want to invest in your company, you need to have the active users in order for people with money to think that it's a good investment. Here's the issue, though. Here's the issue. When you actively are doing things to decrease your active user base, like they did recently with taking away the shared watching ability, and then also with upping the subscription cost for Plex Pass and for the lifetime Plex Pass and all of their subscriptions, and then changing and adding a cheaper subscription tier, we got some issues going on. Are they going to lose active people? What's going to happen? What is the future plans for Plex? I kind of It's kind of hard for me to understand what they're doing. It says the company is on track for profitability. That means they're not making money. They've only been able to survive from investors. They've only been able to survive from influx of cash to keep them afloat while they're trying to make this company make money. Now, they're not somebody that is owned by some huge company like Apple. Like Apple TV is losing $1 billion a year, according to what I read. It's a lot. And they said they raised 40 million to fund growth. 40 million is a drop in the bucket compared to what they need to compete in the marketplace. For instance, their active user base in 2024 is only little over 22 million, according to the figures that we have. 22 million for a service that gives away a bunch of free TV channels and gives away some VOD, and is something similar to something like Pluto, but also offers people the ability to build and create their own collection. That's not very good when you consider that Pluto has 80 million monthly active users. And Pluto TV, I mean, that's just a lot more. What's the revenue of Pluto TV? If this is such a bad service, like a lot of people want to bash it, the Pluto TV exceeded 1 billion in revenue and was profitable. So if this is the case, I want you all to think about it for a minute. This is the case, then what does Plex's future want to be? They obviously still want to charge people for Plex Pass subscriptions. They still want to offer this service of letting people create their own collection. But I think they want to be more like Pluto TV, because they want to be profitable. They're not profitable now. But services like this, which I was trying to explain to somebody last night, that's profitable. They're selling advertising. They're making money. Apple TV does not have an ad-based service to get people in there. This brings me back to basic business. You need a loss leader. You need something to entice people in. Apple TV should completely give people a free tier of Apple TV. That is a scaled down, lower definition, and also doesn't give you all of the content, and also is ad-based. It obviously works. Think about it. It works since the beginning of time. When TV started, it started for free over the air and was supported by advertising. You didn't pay a subscription fee to watch over-the-air broadcast TV. You paid to go into a movie theater and watch a movie, but that's a totally different thing. Let's talk about another service that's got nearly 100 million. 100 million active users. Tubi. Why do you think Tubi was bought by Fox a few years ago? Yeah, they see the writing on the wall. When you got that kind of active users, 2020, Fox bought them. And when you got that kind of service that's something similar to Netflix, but free, and you're making money off ads, you don't have to work really hard to get a customer because it doesn't cost people anything. And you're making money on the ads. They hosted the Super Bowl this year. Tubi did, because of the contract Fox has. Users have streamed over 10 billion hours of content on Tubi during the 2024 calendar year. Everybody can put their head in the sand and they can try to turn away from the hard truth of the matter. There's good channels on here. My wife is currently watching Pluto TV right now. She watches it every day. It's not a bad service. There's lots of great content on these services, and they're definitely have given themselves a foothold into the world of cord cutting and streaming, because there is lots of TV shows and lots of channels to watch, including a bunch of local news that's on some of these services. It's really, really, really a great thing. By the way, remember this number 97 million and Pluto's number 80 million? What about cable TV? So we're supposed to be cutting the cord with cable TV, right? But what's cable TV got? Well, Comcast has 51 million subscribers, and that decreased, and it's been decreasing every year for a lot of years. That's down to 31 million domestic broadband subscribers, 31 million internet-only subscribers who are watching Pluto and Tubi TV on Comcast Internet. Only 12 million video customers, 12.5 million cable TV customers. That's horrendous. That's horrendous when you compare the active user numbers of Pluto and Tubi. Again, you get investors with active users, and these companies are turning a profit because of ad revenue to 80 to 100 million people who are watching their service. It's not like nobody's watching this service, and anybody who just wants to throw out that this service is garbage because it's free. Over-the-air TV has been free forever. Was that garbage? Everybody needs to understand the situation that we're in. Netflix keeps raising their prices. Plex raised their Plex Pass, and they're still trying to become profitable. If ad revenue didn't work, then Pluto and Tubi wouldn't be successful today. It darn sure works. Why do you think companies like Amazon Prime Video and Netflix decided to double dip? They're not only charging subscribers a subscription fee, but also on top of that, they're putting ads. And if you want it without ads, then you got to pay even a higher subscription fee to have it without ads. Listen, if you're going to have an ad-supported tier, it should be free because you're making money off ads. If anything, we've seen that there is definitely a way to be profitable with advertising. And you don't have to rely only on advertising. You can give people an ad-free tier. You can also give them premium content, higher resolution content for a paid monthly fee if people want the higher quality. People want to say things like, oh, Pluto TV and Tubi TV, well, they're 720p, they're not super high definition. You know what most of our TVs do these days? They upscale that stuff to 4K anyway. So when you're watching these services, half the time the stuff is being upscaled and you don't see much of a difference. A lot of things to think about when it comes to all of that, honestly. But let's talk about this 12 million domestic video subscribers. One of the other biggest ones is Charter. Charter also only has about 30 million internet customers in the fourth quarter of last year. Their total mobile lines increased by 500,000, so they're getting into the mobile phone market, obviously. So they, it's very, very interesting to see these numbers. I want you to think about that. Now, 11.3 million subscribers for DirecTV Video. Everybody, Tubi outnumbers Comcast, Charter, and DirecTV Video all combined with active monthly users. It outnumbers all three of them combined. All three. Pluto outnumbers them. So, at the end of the day, I'm not sitting here doing a video showing you Pluto TV or showing you Tubi TV. Everybody's seen that. Everybody knows how to install them. They're built into your app store. They're built into your, to everything. And super simple and super easy to get because they are a terrific, they are terrific as far as the content they provide for free. Yeah, I can't complain about free. But also, you want to know that your company is going to stay around. You want to know that your company is going to be around. I think Plex is maybe going in the right direction after a lot of looking into everything to do with it. They were getting ready to turn a profit. I think they're trying to divest themselves from something, from the hosting server, from their server, whatever, stuff. I think they don't want to be associated necessarily with too much in the way of that. But they see the profitability from Pluto and Tubi. And I think that Plex will be bought by one of the bigger companies out there. Maybe some cable company or some other company. Whether or not that we lose the original Plex service that where we were able to have our own, set up our own library of content, that's yet to be seen. But I think we're headed in that way. If Plex can turn a profit, which I think that's why they're upping this price, they wanted to money grab right now. They want to show profitability. And I think that we're going to see over the next year or two with Plex, we may see some very interesting things happen. That's just my theory on it. You tell me what you think. You tell me what your theory is down below. I want you to leave me a comment. I want you to let me know what you think because I'm very interested in everybody's opinion on these things because, I mean, none of us know 100% for sure. I'm just speaking from my knowledge and what I think might happen or might not happen. You guys all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. And you know what? If you didn't like this video, let me know down below why. And if you did like it, leave a thumbs up, and I'll try to do better in my videos in the future if you tell me what I can do to make it better. See you next time.